Yo, my Star Citizens and Noob Gamers. Welcome back to another episode of Star Citizen with me, Mennings. And in today's episode, it's going to be a different one, this. We finally did it. We finally got the Prospector. Or, well, should I say we've got the aUEC to get the Prospector. So, thanks to dbDano, who was able to send over 2.5 million credits so that I could get the Prospector. This has given me the chance for me to buy the Prospector and go and do some mining or learn how to do mining. Now, I've never done mining before apart from when I did a mission a few months back where I had to go into a cave to find somebody's body, and at that time I took in a multi-tool with a mining attachment and some mining that way and put it into my backpack. So I've got a little grasp of mining, but I know it's going to be different with the ship. So thanks to dbDano for giving me the credits to buy this thing. I'm now able to buy the Prospector and have a few 100,000 left over to buy some stuff for it.
Take a wander and see what we have.
Now, like I said, I've not actually done any mining with a ship, so this is going to be my first attempt. What I've done is I've watched a couple of tutorial videos and took some advice from the comments. So this is going to be a big video. It's probably going to be over 2 hours long, and I'm just going to go through everything. I'm going to go through the fails, the learning, just stuff that I'm learning about mining itself. So here we go. Time to see the Prospector for the first time. There it is. I'm going to call it Sheila. Got the lights on the side. Some nice bins there for the ore when we mine it. So it looks like it's got VTOL, vertical liftoff. Now, we've got this door here. Not too sure what this is for. I do not know what this is for. Anyone tell me in the comments maybe what this is for? What's it used for? What's it maybe intended to be used for in the future? I've not got a clue. It just seems like an waste, just a waste basically. So I don't know, maybe someone can tell me and maybe it's something important. So some more bins on the side there for more stuff. The thrusters there, and then the mining laser with the lights. There, nice big glass cockpit area so we can see. So yeah, I'm excited for this. It's going to be hard and fun. It's going to be an extreme learning curve for me, this. Because I know with hand mining, you've got to get it right in that right window. So, and with what I've watched on videos on this, it looks like it's the same. So, it looks like nothing really opens in here. So, while I'm here, myself and Kilfanis are currently looking at doing a competition where we're going to give away maybe a C1 Spirit. So, like and subscribe to the channel, hit the bell notification for more videos, and when we drop that video where you have a chance at winning that, you'll see that straight away as it comes up. So yeah, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, guys.
Hello, how can Miss help you today? Systems
It's all fine. Move my thrusters down to my thrusters, so I've got more thrusters. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go and I've been onto Urkel Games, and what I'm going to do is bring this up so we can see the build, and maybe you guys can tell me the build I'm getting, is it the correct build. So in my slots here, I'm going to bring up, so I've got the Prospector, and I've selected the Prospector, and this is the setup I've created. So I'm looking at mainly stealth, because I think I'm going to be sort of operating in sort of around the Lyria area near Art Corp. So I'm going more for the stealth than anything else. Mainly a stealth build to help me not be detected as much. Maybe I've got it wrong. Maybe the stealth you still do get detected. And maybe it's something different. Maybe someone can let me know if that's right. But rather than going for something like the Atlas, which is, you know, going to have more range and less having to fuel, I think because once I get to L1, Arc L1 or whatever it is, where I'm going to be based in the mining area, I think it's only 2 million kilometers from there to Lyria to actually do the mining. So I'm not going to need loads of space, a drive that can get me further, because I'm not only going to be doing short runs back and forth. So that's why I've gone mainly for the stealth build. So if anybody's got any better builds, just let me know. This, I do a few different builds with this, but bulldogs, I quite like the bulldogs. Thrusters, obviously you can't change. And like I said, I'm not too bothered about the distance. I just went mainly for the stealth, having a lower signature, basically. So this is what I've got. I've got the Mirage shields for the stealth. I've got the Eclipse power plant for the stealth, the Nightfall coolers for the stealth, and the Spectre quantum drive for the stealth. And yeah, so that's the build I'm going to go for. So I'm going to go and buy all this stuff, and I can buy it all from Cousin Crows in Orison. So that's where I'm going to head and grab all this stuff, basically. So here we are, landing in at Orison or Crusader, and then we'll go into Orison. So I'm just going to push this forward, just so you don't have to go through all the whole thing of me going through the atmosphere and all that stuff, or the quantum jumps. One of the worst planets coming in and out of is this one. So I'm just adjusting my Toby. So here we go, coming into land at Orison. And this is where I'm going to get the upgrade modules for a stealth build on this. Now, flying this ship, I really liked the handling of it. It seems fine. It seems like it can move and stop quite quick. So yeah, I quite like this ship itself and the way it moves. Whoa! We're in.
Warning, you are blocking an active flight lane. Please vacate the vicinity.
You always tell me that. You're lying. I don't know if it's a bug here where he does it, but I mean, other places it does. If it does it, I'll take it more seriously. But every time I come to Orison, he says that, so I just ignore him. There's no countdown on the thing, so I'm not worried.
Welcome to the aUEC Vehicle Retrieval System. Please visit us again.
Welcome to the August Enzo Spaceport, Crusader's gateway to the stars.
Stay at the...
Well, for passengers, the shuttle is preparing to depart.
So I'm just pushing this forward. It's already going to be a long enough video as it is with all the different things I'm going to be doing in it. So I watched a tutorial video on mining, and I'm going to sort of I've watched it, and I'm going to take it. I've took it all in, and I'm going to try and remember as much as I can about it. So I'm going to try that to start with, and then I'm going to alter over time and look at different modules and the modules suggested by ilgit yildirim. I'm not too sure how to say his name, but it's there on screen. And so I'll look at what he suggested, or part of his setup. I think over time I'm gonna have to learn more, watch more videos on mining and the tutorials, because it seems like it can be a little bit more complex than I first thought it would be. There's all the different things like the resistance, the power, the heat, the power of the laser, the zone, or the acceptable zone, the overcharge zone, and
See anything you
the charge area and how fast that fills up. So I didn't realise there was going to be so much to it, and it's definitely going to be a learning curve for me, I think, on top of worrying about pirates and stuff like that. So I'm just equipping all that equipment now that I showed you in the Urkel, and the laser itself I'll go and grab when I'm at Arkel 1. So here we go. Head back to the ship. I'll push this forward again.
Retrieval system.
There we go. Just picking up the Prospector again.
Stand by.
The mere presence of an Ares in your
Your vehicle has been delivered to the following
class
location.
twice before causing trouble. The Ares Star, a force to be reckoned. Contact your Crusader HQ to learn more.
Off to get the Prospector with its new modules. So this is not gonna get me to Arkel 1 because the quantum drive's smaller, or doesn't have as much distance in it. So I'm gonna have to stop halfway and probably fuel up. So I'll fuel up now. And so I want to go to Arkel 1. And then to White Forest Station. And as you see there, I'm not going to have enough quantum fuel to get there. So I'm going to have to stop halfway and get some fuel. So I'll come over to Hurl 5 and I'll get some fuel there at the High Coast Station. And what I'll do is I'll just land there and just fuel up, basically. Just bring that round. There we go. So let's go. Let's get ourselves out of here.
You are clear to launch.
Thank you. I wonder if we can get some paints, different paints for this. I'll have a look at some point, because it'd be nice to have a different paint. I'm not keen on that rugged look. This is one of the worst planets to come in and out of.
Thank you.
So what I'm going to do is
Please
give it a little
here.
bit of time, and then I'm just going to push it forward. There we go. So arriving into HRL5 where we need to fuel up. Like I said, I'm gonna probably only have to do this once now, this fuel up, because I'm not gonna be moving too much away from Arc L1, because I'm just gonna be going backwards and forwards between Arc L1 and Lyria, I think it is. So yeah. A lot of prep going into this already, just to begin with. We're already like 16 minutes in and all I've done is bought the modules and, you know, heading to the base I want to be at with the Prospector. So once you head into these rings here, this ring of light, then you're in the armistice zone and you're safe. Then you're going to have the power of the space station guns backing you up if someone shoots at you. Let's pull back on that throttle.
Thank you.
Let's call for landing pad. Probably be up here on one of these ones.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
No? So where is it? There it is. Is that going in the top? Turn the VTOL on.
Landing gear down.
Gear down. There we are, we're just over it now. Start bringing it down and land. I'm terrible at landing. Always landing too quick. There we are. Just going to fuel up here.
Landing complete.
And then we'll head off to Arc L1. So it's pretty cheap to fuel up, which is good. Route. It's still showing red, but that's because it was still doing the quantum fuel. But we
You are clear to launch.
Here we go, back up. Got what we came for. Sure I don't hit the station.
Thank you.
Spool up
Please
and go.
visit again.
So this is going to be our own base, where I'm going to basically be for the duration of this mining, and where I'll end up leaving the Prospector most of the time. Unless anybody's got any good routes that they could suggest, maybe I could look at. But what I'm going to do is go down to Lyria over at ArcCorp and mine over that area. So here we are, heading into Arc L1. Concentrating, make sure I don't crash.
Thank you.
So what I'm going to do here as well is I'm going
Please proceed
to,
assigned landing bay.
on my way, I'm going to also set this as my respawn point as well, just in case I die out in the field. This is where it'll spawn me back. Shoots it. Here we go. Boom.
Landing complete.
So let's go and get ourselves sorted here. Let's go to set my respawn point and get down to the mining section to buy the laser and the modules. Okay, let's put this ship away. This big dude here with his big suit. I'm doing some
Welcome to
mining
the
in
aSOC vehicle
heavy
retrieval
heat
system.
area. Let's store this so that we can add stuff to it once we buy it. There we are.
Please visit us again. Goodbye.
He's going somewhere. Hot, hot, hot. Right, so let's get into the clinic and what does that do? Then floating. See him.
Got you worried? Forget that stress and just relax. Everyone here
Let's
at
go
Hotel
to
RX
this
is going to take great care of you.
regeneration kiosk and just transfer our input here. Sorted. So now if I die, this is where I'll come back.
RN Ashcroft, please calm the front desk. RN Ashcroft, contact the front desk.
Oh, there's some dead dude there. Yeah. Okay, let's get down to the mining section, refinery. So at this point here, I'm now following what I watched in the tutorial, but I'm following it in what I remember of it in my head.
I need someone from maintenance to get the ventilation control. Ping me when you get there.
There we
Hey,
go.
back again, I see. Welcome.
Sensor.
See anything you like?
They definitely don't look like that. Depends when you got them on your thing. So all the different gadgets. Let's have a look what we got. So the Brent module is one of the things I'm going to get, 'cause that's what the tutorial said. But then later on I'm going to try some different modules. So I'm going to get the the Focus 2 module. Oh, the impact laser. That's what I'm going to buy. The impact laser first, and then that gives me 3 modules. Then, and I know it's a powerful laser, but this is what the guy in the tutorial had. So I'm going to buy 2 of these Focus 2 modules, which is going to give me -8 on the resistance, but the instability is going to be +5 for each of those stacked. So, and then I'm going to buy the Brent or the Brand, which is going to stabilize that instability as far as I saw in the tutorial. So this is what I'm talking about with the having to learn stuff now, like the resistance, which is obviously the resistance the rock's going to give you, and the instability of the power bouncing up and down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to apply these modules now, the laser and the modules. I'm just going to apply them to the ship. So we've got the impact mining laser on, which I put on, and then I'm just going to add the modules to it. Yeah, selected. Let's have a look. Maybe they are. Ah, there they are, because they're in my backpack. That's a hefty backpack to be able to carry that. Okay, let's try that again. Select the ship. There we are. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the focus modules on first, because they're passive and they'll just work. And then I'm going to put the Brand, which is an active module, on the 3rd slot. That means I can just press Alt 3 to activate the Brent module. And now every time I've just made one active module, I'll always put that on number 3. So I've always got that in my head as number 3, and then the passive ones on 1 and 2. So obviously I've learnt now the passive ones will always be working no matter what. They'll just always be on. And then you've got the active one, which you have to activate, and then you'll get so many turns of it, like 5 turns of it, and then you have to refresh it. So I'm going to go pick up the ship. So what I've done is obviously done different takes of this because it took me a couple of days. So I bought some armor, a backpack, and I bought another device that I can stick to the rock, which has been shown in the tutorial. But I'm probably not going to even use that to begin with. I want to get used to actually the mining itself. Just see how we get on with mining and just the whole first try at it. There we go, in the ship. So let's set our area. We're going to go straight over to Lyria at the Arc Corp area. So this is, again, I'm going from the tutorial that I watched. The link is in the description of the tutorial I used. So this is it. So what I've done is I've set my power to be focused mainly on my shields, just in case I do get attacked. And that way then I can at least have some sort of chance. So here we go. First ever attempt of mining. So it's only 2 million miles away. I pushed it forward so you didn't have to watch the 5 or whatever minutes, 3 minutes of whatever of the travel. So head over to Lyria, and what he says in the tutorial is to land on the daylight side, which you can do by going to OM1, orbital marker 1, and then so that way it's just easier to do in the daytime.
Quantum travel complete.
So mineral reserve looks fine, we're good to that.
Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel complete.
And what we'll do is, he says basically the tundras, the open plain areas near mountains is where you'll find the rocks that you need. And he mentioned the colour of the rock being like an orangey colour to it, and basically showed me a way of sort of scanning. So getting around the 5,000 feet or 5,000 meters, you'll start using the 360 scanner and using the comma and the full stop or period. You can change between 360, the angle of the scan. So once you've done a 360 scan, using the full stop or the period to bring it down to 2 degrees angle, the scan, and then on the box press on it, and then that will give me the little diamonds to see. And what he said was, on this moon on Lyria, Quantanium, if you scan it, there'll always be you'll always get Quantanium if there's 2 rocks together. So doing this 2 degree scan, if I see 2 diamonds come up, 2 of those markers come up next to each other, then you're guaranteed that they're going to be like Quantanium. If that doesn't work, then what we'll have to do is just go and scan or visually check the rocks by going over the rocks and looking at the colour. So this is what I'm going to do, just scan around a bit, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to push this forward in a minute to when I actually find my first Quantanium rock. So this is going to be the first rock I have a look at in terms of mining. I'm going a bit slow at the moment, just so I get used to the lack of atmosphere on the moon and don't end up hitting the ground, blowing up. So that's not got Quantanium in it, because it's got a silvery colour to it, not an orange colour. Oh, so there looks like a few over there, but I think these ones are going to be small. Yeah. So we've moved on, scanning some rocks, and we see now 2 ships have shown up in the sky here, and now they've gone red. They've turned into enemies. So that's it. We're being engaged by pirates. Now I'm going to fire in a missile at me. So I'm going to quickly check the chart to see if it's see if it's AI or not. Quick check. Nothing coming up there. Alright, so it's hailed main spoke, so that means it's an AI guy. Alright, so let's fight these guys. So something's wrong here. It's only firing one of my bulldogs. Not too sure why. I'm actually not too bad at fighting. I can actually hold my own. But I think with something wrong with one of my guns here, it's not going to be good. It might be an hard one, this one.
Asshole.
I've took his shield down, even with just the one.
Shield under attack.
Shit.
Too close to the planet. In hindsight, I should have really just come out of the planet out a bit more. So that was my own silly fault. I reckon I could have done that. So what I've done is I've come back to the same area after going to hospital, and I've had a check, make sure that I've got my guns are working. Both my guns are working now. I've just checked that, so that's all good. We're all good with that. So we're back to scanning, and there we are. Multiple rocks. Our first hit with multiples, which means this is going to be Contanium. Looks like a good few rocks there as well. So here we go. And also what I've done is I've set my priority on my power to be in between shields and guns. So let's have a quick fly over this one. No Quantanium in that one. So let's go to these ones over here, these multiple rocks. Looks like a good chunk of rock here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to scan them, and what they say is when you scan them, you want to be looking at least 20% on the rock minimum to get a good yield out of it. So you can tell straight away these are Contanium. They've got the orange, the glow to them, and so that one looks with the green, small green optimal window. It means it might have something 7%. Not that brilliant. Let's check the next one. 2%. It's got a bigger green thing on it, so you could see that's not going to be a good one. And again, another big window. 2%. Again, let's have a look at this one. 38%. So that's a decent one. You can see this tiny, tiny green window there. Tiny green window. So let's check others just to see. That one's got an okay-ish one. 4%. It's not brilliant. So it looks like this is the one for now. And then we've got these other three at the top, but I'm just going to get on and do this. So I've put myself into the optimal distance. And I've got the 2 focus modules, passive ones, which are going to give me -8 resistance on both of them stacked. But the instability is going to be, you see the charge level that are bouncing, that's the instability, the way it bounces that much. So what I'm going to do is, once I get near the green, I'm going to fire off the Brant module, which is going to take the -75% of the instability down. And going to give me the overcharge rate, a smaller overcharge rate of the red section. But it's also going to take the optimal charge rate down by 25%, so it's going to take longer. So you see now it's a bit more stable, that charge level. And we've got 2 minutes on that Brant module, or 1.5 minutes on that Brant module. So we're going over the overcharge. So I've got to try and bring this down. But this is the first time I've done this. and I'm not really checking that red section.
Systems off.
And
Shield under attack.
I'm not too sure where I went wrong there. I thought the green charge section hit before the red section, so maybe there was more instability. I'll need to relook at that, but that's the first time I've ever mined and I've just blown my ship is damaged. I can't do nothing now. I'm dead in the water. Nothing I can do here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to the rock and I'm going to kill myself, which will leave me a death marker to come back to it.
Hello, how can Miss help you today?
So, a total fail. Total fail of my first ever attempt at mining.
Mining mode on.
So, yeah. Got to make sure I'm keeping out of that red. It didn't look like the red had hit, but maybe the shatter damage was too big or something. I'm going to have to learn more on it, but I can't see. I mean, it's blown the sides off the sides off it and that, so I'm not too sure. I'm going to have to learn a bit more and probably find the right modules for me. I mean, them rocks look massive now. They didn't look that big when I was next to them earlier. Oh, there's my guns for my shit. And there's the rock that I blew apart. So I'm just going to leave a death marker here. And I'm going to head back to it. I look tiny compared to that. So there's my death marker. I'm going to head back in now. Here we go.
Engaged.
So when I blew my ship up, I had to go back down to the mining section at ARC L1 and rebuy the modules again to go on the laser, because when you use your insurance on your ship to get the ship back, you lose the modules. You don't lose the mining head, but you lose the modules. So I had to go and rebuy them. So it could get expensive, this learning, but I think once I get the hang of it, it'll be good, and I'll be able to do videos on it, more like better builds that I like. But I'll take any tips from people in the comments. Any better builds that they want me to try. For me, my ultimate build would be to have a bigger green window. I'm not too bothered about the charge time as long as I can get the bigger green window, because I'm using a Xbox pad and I've got to use my triggers to bring up the power and bring down the power of the laser. So having that bigger green window might be a better solution for me. So it's starting to get dark now as well. It's not ideal, but I've got to keep learning. I've got to keep pushing on and keep learning. See where I went wrong. What did I do wrong? But it's fun. It's the it's a new mode for me, rather than just hauling all the time. We did at one point did a stint where we was doing a lot of bunker missions, and then we did like box missions when we first started out, and then obviously the bunker ones, and then we did cargo. So this is something new that I'm going to enjoy, I think. So there we go. There's my old Prospector. Just a ruin there. Someone come and salvage that one. Salvages back in. And let's just have a look at the composition of these things now. So it's got 80% quantanium. this one? It's got a bigger green window, so there's probably not much in that one. None at all. So let's start mining this one. So I'm in sufficient at the moment. Sufficient window. Whoa. Straight in there. I mean, that window has gone small. Obviously, the more percentage the contanium, then the smaller that green window is going to be.
Warning, power critical. Warning, power critical.
Too far again.
Warning, power critical. Warning, power critical.
So I'm watching that green bar now and the red bar. My green bar is definitely dropping too much.
Warning, power critical. Warning, power
Yeah,
critical.
end up blowing this rock up again here.
Warning, power critical. Warning,
Oh, there it goes again.
weapon system destroyed. Shield under attack.
So almost blew my ship up again. So there's no containing in that one. There's going to be some in this one because the green mark is really low, so 33%. So I need to learn, so I'm going to have to try and mine this. I think I've damaged my ship. I think I've damaged my laser.
Extraction mode on. Caution. System too hot.
I'm overheating my system. So I've blown my coolers up, I think. So again, this is going to be a fail.
Systems
Ooh.
off.
Boom. System shut down. Again, another fail. So we've got to just get the hang of this power of this laser. So I'm using the one of the most powerful lasers. So I think what I'm going to have to do is probably do what ilgit said and
Hello. How can this help you today?
have a different,
On.
less powerful laser. So I think that's what I'm going to have to do. I think I'm going to have to go and get a less powerful laser
Hello.
and
Help you today.
fit that, and hopefully that then doesn't end up overheating too quick. Yeah, no matter what I try, it's just not happening. I'm dead in the water here. So here we go. Back in. So this time I've put on a less powerful laser,
Engaged.
and I'm going to try now with a less powerful laser, which means I'm probably going to have to put more into it and it'll take longer. But if it stops me from overheating it and overpowering it, overcharging it, then it's going to be better.
Quantum travel complete.
So I'm just going to scan around again for rocks. Do a 360 scan. 360 scan. And then bring it down to 2 degrees. And do this, the local scan. Only one diamond there. Only one there. So what I'll do is I'll probably push this forward until to the point where I find another set of rocks. There's one there. One there. So I've gone from the impact laser to the Lancet MH1. So the impact laser I had before had the output of 2,200, which is quite high, and it had plus 50 on the catastrophic charge rate, plus 10 on the laser instability, and plus 20 on the optimal charge, so a bigger green section. And then the optimal charge size was plus 30. Resistance was minus 25, but the shatter damage was plus 75, which is probably where I went wrong. And then the throttle leap speed was plus 10. So now I've got the Lancet, which is only 1,400 output, and it's minus 30 catastrophic charge, minus 75 on the instability, so it shouldn't bounce as much, minus 30 on the optimal charge rate, and plus 40 on the charge size. So we're going to have a bigger area, but it's going to be slower at actually filling the green, and it's going to put minus 75 on the resistance, but there's minus 50 on the shatter damage, so when the rock breaks, it's not going to be exploding in my face as much. And then you got plus 15 on the throttle speed. So that's what we're at the moment with the new laser. So just gonna just do some scanning for rocks here. So I'm just gonna push this forward, I think. Okay, right, so I think might have a rock here. So one diamond here. This one. Set it back down to 2. There we are, multiple. We've got it. So we've got another set of rocks here that we can try. Like I said, now I've got the Lancet laser instead now. So should be a lot easier for me now. Let's find these. Maybe push up my speed a little bit. So what I've done is I've set my priority power priority to shields again. These two in front of us, one small, one big.
Fracturing mode on. Mining mode on.
So apparently that was the optimal. Now we're out of range. Okay. So 3% contanium in there. Smaller green window there, 10% there. Now I know like it's better to be around the 20%, but I just want to actually get used to it. Now that I've got this new mining head, I've still got the 2 focus modules, which is going to give me less resistance and less overcharge rate and less stability on the Brent or the Brant. So. But this is a less powerful laser, so we'll see how we get on with this. So let's start bringing up the intensity, I think. So we're getting nothing at the moment. bring up the intensity. Still nothing. Still nothing. So now we're getting a little bit of something. So what I'm going to have to do is I think I'm going to have to heat up the rock itself by moving around the rock. And the more I move around the rock, the more that it'll be, the rock will heat up. And that charge level will rise. I'm just being a bit more cautious now because the first 2 times, obviously, I just blew my ship up. So I just want to be a bit more cautious with it. Just trying to find good spots where that charge level jumps higher. Keeping that optimal window. So I think I'm just going to work around this side here now and just heat up areas and just watch as the cracks start opening up. Get into a comfortable position and start heating it up. I think as we start heating up this area now, the cracks will start showing and you see the charge levels rising a little bit now, and you'll see the cracks start getting bigger. Get full power, getting closer. You see now the red sections that are opening up, cracks, as we go around. And that charge level is getting higher. Now I could have put one of those modules on this rock, but I don't want to mess around too much at the moment. I just want to crack my first rock into parts and just get the extraction of it done, and then back up to the RKL1 mining area refinery and actually just put something in the refinery. You see now the crack's getting bigger while I'm going round. And that charge level's rising. I'm a bit weary now because the last 2 exploded on me. Slowly but surely we're getting there. see how the rocks sort of become more molten inside now. Getting closer to that optimal window, and then I'll fire off the Brent. There we are, we're in it. So don't let it get too hot. Set the laser off while that drops back down. This time we haven't gone in the red, so hopefully it doesn't blow my ship up this time. And the shatter of the laser being less as well. So we are. We broke it. Broke our first rock without being blown up. We're getting the achievements. Alright, let's scan these bits. Obviously the yellow ring or the orange ring around it means it needs breaking more. And the purple obviously being that you can extract from it. So nothing in that, nothing in that. So nothing in that. So 1% in that. So it means it's going to be a lot in this one then. Yeah, that's a green small window there, and that massive red one. So let's take that. Let's check this bottom one here. No, I've moved it. Okay, let's get this one done. This one shouldn't be as long because it's a smaller rock.
Warning, power critical.
Careful.
Warning, power critical. Warning, power critical. Warning, power critical.
Get a hang of this. Keep it in that green. Slowly getting the hang of it. That instability is just bouncing it in, but not a lot of red going on there, so the shatter shouldn't be that bad. So there we are. Cracked our first rock into the smaller chunks. So let's scan these. So that's 100% inert. 84% titanium in her. 74% titanium. And 87%. So it looks like we've got 3 rocks here to look at. That one. Start extracting. Try and figure this out.
Fracturing mode on. Extraction
There we go. Oh, I'm not used to using my mouse. So that's it now, the clock has started.
Fracturing mode on. Extraction mode on.
4% here. I'll take that one as well, 45. And that's it. So we got 16, nearly 17 containium of material altogether. So what I'm going to do is head back up to Arc L1
Mining mode
and get this to the refinery. Let's go. Our first successful extraction. So we're on a 15-minute clock here. Let's go. Let's go. So I'm just going to leave this one to run through because I just want to see the time it takes from me extracting it to actually getting back. Doesn't look different in any way, so yeah, it's fine. There we go. And then we'll just jump into this. Don't know why it does that. You gotta take it off and back on again for some reason. So the volatile cargo isn't flashing or anything, so it seems to be alright. So once we get into this ring of lights here, we're in armistice zone. It means anyone shoots at us, they get the wrap of the station's guns. So that's the priority once you come into this, get into that armistice zone.
Thank you.
Take it nice and slow. Call for our
Please
landing.
proceed to assigned landing bay.
Put VTOL on. Get our landing gear out.
Landing gear down.
So we've successfully extracted around 12 SCU of titanium ore. A bit carefully, I don't want to end up smashing this up. Shoot it. Go. Go. That's a bit hard.
Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
So there we go. Let's get this to the mine refinery area. Whoa. That doesn't sound too good. That does not sound too good. I think it exploded. I think it's exploded.
Welcome.
Let's
to
put
the
its ship
ASOP
away anyway.
vehicle retrieval system.
That didn't sound good, that alarm going off. Get to the refinery and see what happens.
Hazmat team to head down to the subdeck. Got a camp spot.
I'll be running this place soon. Right, where have I gotta go? Yeah. Where do I gotta go?
Everything all right?
Do you wanna buy my stuff?
Hi, good to have you back. Hey, back again, I see.
Yeah, up there. Yeah, upstairs. There we go. So we've obviously got the two machines,
Hi.
got all
good to have you back.
sales. There we go. Prospector. So we got 17 units, which is 100% inert materials, which I think means the Quantanium has gone bye-bye and turned into inert dust. I think it's turned to dust. I think this one's a failure as well. Let's begin. So this is the first time I've looked at this machine. Can't select my ship, which means probably it is gone. You've got rid of it, Tony. You blew it up. You blew it up, lad. You silly sausage. You silly sausage. Oh well. Looks like it's gone. What a shame, what a shame, what a shame. So I think I'm gonna have to go back out and try again. Try and try again. That's a shame. Bit gutted about that. But there we are. What can we do? Bit gutted. So, here we go. I'm going back on another run. So, what I did is I went into chat and I asked people, and they said this, basically if the ship wasn't showing, then basically material destroyed itself. So, nothing I could do. So what I've done is I'm coming back out on another run. Hopefully a bit more successful this time. So here we go again. Another hunt for some more rocks. See what we get. Do the quick scan, 360 scan, get some rocks, and let's bring that to 2 degrees, and let's start scanning proper. So each time I've done this, I haven't had to look for too long, even though I pushed it forward. I've never really had to look, you know, beyond 5 to 10 minutes. So it's been all right. So I think let's push this forward to the point where we've got the rocks in front of me again. So there we go. So I think we're going to have some here that we can check. So there's just one there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a flyby here and just check the rock itself and see what the colour is, if it's got the colour in, the orange colour in that we need. And that one does. So let's jump on this one, let's scan it, let's see what we've got. There it is, the orange colour in. Let's give it a scan.
Mining mode on.
It's got a tiny green window, so 29% Quantanium. So this one's worth doing. Let's do it. Mass is only 3,000, so I've still got the 2 focus modules on and the brand module. So the instability has gone down a bit now. Getting to that optimal range here. And see, this one being a smaller rock is going up a lot faster than that big one we had earlier, which only had 10%. So I'll fire that brand off, give it a bit more stability for when we get to that green section. There we are, start charging it now. Got 1 minute 10 on that brand. So it's a bit more stable this time. Some nice stability here. Nice stability going on. almost charged. Keep hitting that green if we can, don't lose some of that. Keep hitting that optimal. And we're getting there. So that shatter is much, much less than we was getting before. So straight away we've got one purple piece and a couple of yellow to be broken down more pieces. So let's start scanning, see what this purple one gives us. So 87% Quantanium, so we'll keep that one in mind. Check this bottom one. Ooh, small green bar there, so could be a good one. 68%, so we need to break that down. Another small green bar. 73%, so we need to break that one down. It's top rock. Just all quartz. And then, so let's start breaking these bigger ones down. Much easier now. Overpower it. Bring that down again. Oh yeah, now let's just control this. So I'm getting used to it now. Oh, bring that down. Come off it. Bring that down. And then end up blowing this rock up in a minute. Luckily, just threw it all over, sure. So that's the purple one. So let's break these down. That one's got nothing in it. This bottom one here. It's got nothing in it. So let's just break this other one down here, which has 58%. Tiny window. That green window. It's got a little bit bigger now. Fire that brand, give some stability. Keeping that control. We're in a nice stable window here now. Go too far, let's bring it down a bit. Back up. And looks like we've got this one cracked. So we got that. So that's a couple more purple pieces. So it looks like 3 purple pieces to look at, or 2 to look at, and one we know has got something. So 23 in that one. 99.99 in this one. So almost 100% in this one. So extract this one. So I didn't sell my inert materials, which is silly really. Could have had them sold, them inert materials. So there we go, 6 SCU. Let's just scan this last one. Nothing. Oh, 44%. We need to take that one. Okay, let's not take it then. Let's just go. Let's just go. We haven't got too much time. Let's just go. So we've got 6 SCU of Quantanium. I just want to get this back safely, just to see if I can actually get it done and do it without blowing it all up again. Can I actually do a run without actually blowing it all up? Got it. Where is it? There it is. Right in this. So I'm just going to push this forward, I think, so you don't have to go through all this lot again. So have a quick look round. Anything off on it? Doesn't look like it. Okay. So there we go. I've pushed this forward.
Quantum travel complete.
Let's cool down. And there we go. Why? Why do you keep doing this to me?
Quantum travel engaged. Quantum travel complete.
So there we are, getting to this ring of light here. And then we know then that we won't get, well, if we do get shut out, they will feel the wrath of the forest station. You will feel the wrath of my power. Or someone's power, anyway. Because I'll probably be dead. Because the container would have exploded. Blood me to smithereens. Blood me away.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Okay, let's do this. Getting a bit braver now with my speeds.
Landing gear down.
So, could this be our first successful mining? Could this be the first one? I'm going to come into this a little bit more easy this time. Really bring that speed down, because it doesn't have to move quick, this thing, even at low speed. It moves really quick, especially when you go into the bay itself. It's like it just, something just takes over and it's just flying forward really fast. Here we go. Slowly does it. Slowly down. Right, that didn't jerk the material, so it shouldn't blow up this time.
Have a pleasant stay.
What's this now? Fourth time? First time got shot by pirates. Oh well, I crashed into the planet fighting pirates. Second time a rock blew up in my face. Third time a rock blew up in my face. Fourth time, mined some material, landed too hard, blew up the material. So fifth time, lucky. Fifth time's the charm. That's it, you know that famous saying, fifth time's the charm. Let's have a look. Alright, let's get this prospector put away.
Welcome
Get
to
that
the
timer set
aSOC vehicle retrieval system.
turned off. Stop. We're safe.
Please
We
visit-
are safe. We are safe. Okay. So let's head down to the refinery again. Second time we've done this now. Hopefully we've got some containeum in our ship this time. This has been a long slog of learning this mining. It's been like a couple of days of me doing this. It's a massive learning curve, like learning the powers, learning the resistance and the stability and the charge window and the charge speed. It's been quite a heavy learning curve, it has.
Hi, good to have you back.
So let's have a look what we've got here on this one, where you can sell your ore without refining it. There we are, we have some containeum. Woo, 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 woo. 24%. We've got all that inert materials from last time as well. So we have some containeum. I think it was about 6 SCU we had of it. Let's go. So we choose them. Yes, we get this time we get to choose it. So let's set up the work order. And obviously not going to do the inert, so I'm going to do containeum, 6 units, and I'll do the 2 units of quartz as well. Is it worth doing that? Anybody tell me? Is it worth doing the quartz? I don't know. Maybe someone can tell me that in the comments. I'll put it on. And I'm going to choose the Dinnick's solventation. Because that's the one that's going to probably give me the best yield. So it's going to cost me 21,000. No, 2,100. Sorry, it's going to cost me 2,100 to do it. We'll see. So that's going to be 18 hours. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and do another run. Now that I've got the hang of it, and hopefully bring back some more than 6 units. So, and then what I'll do is I'll wait till the jobs are done, and then I'll add this to the video at the end when I grab it all ready for actually using the cargo. So I'm going to take this run and I'm going to do one more run, bring back some more, do another work order, and then at the end just grab all of it and sell it all and see what we get. So what I'm going to do this time is I'm going to look at maybe some different modules. So just looking at some more tutorials and stuff and reading about the modules. I'm going to just try some different module combinations. So we had the Brant before and the Focus. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get the Rime module this time. So I was hoping there was a different Rime 1, Rime 2 or something like that, maybe. So the Optimum is one of the ones I'm going to look at here. And so I'm just having a look around. So it's just quick by the Optimum. Which is going to give me a bigger window, green window, basically. And then I'm going to look at the Riga, I think, is the other one I'm going to look at. The Riga C2, which is going to give me a bigger optimal charge window of 8%, but it's going to have more resistance. Now, the guy said to look at the Riga 3, but I can't see it, so I'm going to buy 2 of these Riga C2s, and that's going to give me stacked a bigger optimal charge window, a bigger green window, but it's going to have more resistance in the rock itself, so it's going to be the rock itself is going to need more power. Let's throw them in there. So the optimum is going to give me more stability, but it's going to give me 75% bigger charge window size. It's going to give me more heat generation, but it's going to also have more signature from the stealth. And that's going to last for 20 seconds. You get 5 of them. And then we've got passive ones, which is going to give me 8 charge window, but more resistance. So I'm going to have to put more power in that thing. So hopefully the windows, the green windows, should now be a little bit bigger for me. So let's stick these on the ship. So I'm keeping the lancet, and obviously that has the 3 things. So I'm going to put the 2 passive ones at the front. So I'm just looking at these and what they're doing, basically, now that I'm learning more about them. So let's stick on the Riga C2 in the first slot and the Riga C2 in the second slot. And then I'm going to stick in the active one is going to be the optimum module, which is going to give me a 75% bigger green window. Let's get rid of that chat. And let's push forward on this and see what...
Today's scheduled waste disposal has been postponed until further notice.
So here we go, I'll push this on. We're just about to find some rocks again. So I've changed the modules. I've still got the Lancet MH1, but this time I've got on the modules more for the bigger green windows, and see if that helps. So again, this may take some sort of getting used to. New modules. Oh, so there's a big chunky set of rocks there. Let's get over to them. All in all, I've enjoyed it. So now I just need to take some time and really read into the modules and find what might be best for me in the way I would mine and my abilities in it. I know that ilgit said having stampedes on there to get that that charge up quick, but it's something I'll have to play around with, I think. Find what I'm comfortable with myself as well. So we've got this one here on its own. So let's give it a scan quick. It's got a big green optimal window, so yeah, 2%, not good. Oh. I'm using a pad, so that's why when I did a scan there, it actually fired the laser as well. So let's have a look what we've got going on here. Nice few set of rocks here. Biggish window, 3%. Biggish window again, 2%. Smallish windows, 9%. Well, that's a tiny window, that. So 17%. Another tiny window, 27%. So that's a good one there. Got a good one on that one. And then a biggish window, so that's not going to be a good on 2%. So let's take this 27% here. This one, let's mine this one. So this is going to be fun with these new modules. I've got the optimal module, which is going to supposedly give me a bigger green window when I activate it. And then I've got these 2+8 charge window sizes, but it's going to have more resistance, so I'm going to have to put more power into it, I think. It's going to be a bit of a juggle, I think, this one. So the window's getting bigger as we get closer to it, so that's not too bad. But putting more power into it and I mean the resistance there. And now it's going up, so we're good. Let's move this around then. So there's more resistance because of the 2 Rigers, and we're going to have more instability because of the optimum when we hit that. So the instability, I don't know what that was there. Oh, that's a weird one, but it has given me a bigger window there. It has given me a much bigger window. It's not a bad window size, that. Oh, so we lost the optimum module there. Let's just take it up a little bit more power. Not lose all that green. This is balancing act. So we've lost a lot of that green now because of that, dropping that window. Almost back down to 0. And now we're in the red. So we're overcharging now. Oh, we're way in that red now. Looks like this rock's probably going to blow up again. The instability of it is... Wow. Well, that's that. Man. So that's me dead in the water again. Another failed attempt. So I've really got to look at these modules and figure out, because I mean that shatter there was a big one, but I thought I had a shatter, a minus shatter, but I mean there was a lot of red there, so maybe someone in the comments can tell me where I went wrong there. So I've gone and bought the modules again, but this time I've mixed it up. I've got, I think, one focus module and the one I'll say what it is once I bring out the mining laser. So we're here now, we've got 3 rocks to look at and scan. So I've got the 2 focus modules, which is going to give me most instability but less resistance on the rock, so I don't have to put as much power into it. And then I've kept the optimum module to give me the charge. So there's going to be a lot of instability stacked there, but I'm going to get the bigger green window once I fire off the optimum module. Almost like just short of double the size of the green window as it was. So here we go, we've got a tiny little green window here, 24%, or 20, just short 25% contanium. So let's mine this one, see what we get with this. So we're going to have a little bit less resistance stacked twice with the Focus 2 modules. And let's get some power into this, start moving it up. We're going to have a bit more, bit less resistance, but a bit more bouncing on the instability. There we go, we got some movement. Let's just heat up around, start bringing that charge level up. Being a bit more careful. Last time I sort of overdid it, so being a bit more careful this time. Heat up around the rock itself. Take my time with it. Try and get a good yield this time from it. There we go. So we're in the optimum. I'm going to fire that optimum module, give us a bit more green. Just going to have a bit more bounce on it with the instability. Two seconds, and then fire it again. 16 seconds left on it, so we're in a good place this time. Oh, let's not lose that. There we are. Keeping that green. Let's get a good crack this time. There we are. Much better. Much better job. Much better job. So let's have a look what we've got going on. So we've got a couple of pieces that need breaking again. So 17% in that one. So keep an eye on that one. Got 56% in that one. Got in this one, a small window. So 44% in that one. Big one here, so there's probably not much in this one. None, yeah. So we don't need that one. And then this one, which is purple, so it's already cracked. We've got 33%. Okay, so we don't need that one. So, and we don't need that one there. So let's start going around here and start scanning these to crack these open here. So let's have a look. Let's go around here. Let's have a proper look around here now. So 57% here, small tiny green window. Let's have a look what we can do here. I think once those modules kick in, it gets better. Oh, that went up fast. Fire that. Optimum one. Oh, we've gone into the red. Move off the rock. Go on, end up blowing the engines up again. Alright, let's do this. Try and keep control here. We've got a bit ready here, so rock my blow up. Threw pieces everywhere. Okay, let's do this. So there's another one here which got 44% in. This one is got 17% in. Looks like someone's above us. This one, nothing in that one and nothing in that one. So we've got in this one. It's purple one. So let's crack this one. Start to control this a little bit better, I think. Oh. Red, be careful. Bring it down. balancing it now. Like that. That's good. Let's crack this one as well. Looks like got a piece there under the ground. I've got pieces there. Let's crack this. It's got 17% content. It's getting that green. Just balance it in and out. Control of it. So I'm liking the focus modules and the optimum here, even though I'm not using the optimum on this at the moment. I seem to be controlling it a little bit. So now it's all red. Oh, drop that down again. Delaying that there. Right, so we've got a couple of purple pieces now. Let's start scanning these, what we've got. 36%. 15%. 12%. So look at these that flew over my head. So I've got here 100% aluminium. Uh, 100% titanium. That's a good rock. Let's find the others. 100% titanium. This other one, which is 81% titanium. Okay, so let's start moving some of this lot on. So these back two have got nothing in them, so I don't need them. So let's just start. It's got 33% in. Let's start hoovering it off.
Extraction mode on.
Keep an eye on that cargo as well. That's a bad rock there that I'm doing. I shouldn't have gone for that one, really. So I've got 7 SCU of Quantanium. We've got more in her material. Take the, got more in her material here. So I've not left myself much room to get these ones here now. Follow Quantanium. This one as well. So 12 SCU Quantanium. Just got this last rock to do. Floor. And now we're full. So we've got 13 SCU of Containium.
Mode off.
So let's go. VTOL. Start heading up. So I know it wasn't a lot. It was only 12, so half of the cargo is Containium. Double what we took up earlier on. So let's go. Pushed it on. Doing alright. So looks like we're in a snare. Snared. So I see 1, 2 ships. So we're jammed.
Contact received.
That's a 1, 2, 3, 4 ships. One of them's an enemy. Is that a crew? Or is that someone getting shot at?
Quantum drive
Been in
is
chat.
off.
So I think this is like probably only about the 3rd time that I've been snared. So just trying to figure out what I need to be doing here. I think I'm already in the zone, so I think I'm gonna have to reset my routes. I think is what I'm gonna have to do. So is that what that is then? That Containium beacon? Is that what I got snared in? I'm not too sure. What is that Containium beacon, guys? Anybody tell me what that is? So let's spool it this time, hopefully. Yeah, we're good. We can get away. Oh, good. All we're going to do now is make it to the ring of lights at the station, and then we should be safe-ish. But that's probably took me a little bit of time there. Hopefully we still have time to get in. Going full beans to get in that circle, and then I'll start braking. Let's get safe first so that if we get attacked, they get attacked. Alright, we're in. So let's start slowing this thing down and get a landing pad.
Thank you. Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Oh yeah, down here forwards. Let's go. Gear down.
Landing gear down.
Start slowing this down so it's not too hot. Take some more speed off that. Here we go. Soft landing. Let's not blow up all our cargo again. Boom.
Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
So there we are, we've landed. Let's get this stuff refined, and then we can see where we're at. And I can come back to pick it up. Which isn't going to be long for you guys, but it's going to be over a day for me probably. Make mistakes when you rush.
Welcome to the aSOC vehicle retrieval system.
It's stored and then that timer stops. So we're good. Right, we're all good guys. Let's see if we can get something out of this. That's the refinery.
Clear Bay 3.
Up into the mining refinery area.
Hey, back again, I see. Welcome.
Yeah. So we've got that one work order going still. Let's pick the Prospector. And I'll do it all. So 5 units of aluminium, 1 of beryl, 13 quantanium, and 12 of inert materials. So let's change that method to the Linux. Let's get a quote, and that's going to be 3,263. So let's get that going, and that's going to take 1 day, 4 hours for me. But for you guys, it's going to be a lot sooner. So I'm going to wait till it's all done, and I'm going to collect it all. So we should end up with a decent amount then. We should end up with 12 yield on the quantanium and 6 yield on the quantanium there. So yeah, we should have a good 18 SCU of cargo quantanium. I don't know how much that's going to be. We'll find out. It's going to be a new first for me to figure it out. But I'm going to do some more searching and figure out more about the modules and stuff like that and what I'm probably going to like best. But yeah, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to push this forward and to the point where I've actually got this mined, this refined, and picking it up. So it's the next day for me, and I'm just going to go and check my haul now, see what we got.
Hey, back again, I see.
I am. No problem. Cheers, fella.
Finding everything all right?
Yep, all good. So we are 2 work orders complete. So we've got 18 SCU on that and just short of 8 on that one, but obviously it's a mix. So we've got 6 SCU quantanium on the first load and 12 quantanium, SCU quantanium on the second load. So I brought my hull over here, so I'm going to set my hull and collect all of it onto my hull. First one done. Second one. Done. So that's the work orders done. So what we're looking at, 18 units of quantanium. So let's pick up the hull air,
To the aSOC vehicle
see what we've got
retrieval
going on.
system. Goodbye.
Retrieve it.
Vehicle selected. Stand by.
So just as I was heading into,
Your vehicle has been delivered.
area 18, the game crashed on me, and it's ended up throwing me back here. Luckily, the the ship was still here and I could get it out. Yeah, as you see, because the game crashed, my ship engines was obviously still on, and now my ship's floating. So the best thing about ships with ladders is you can actually enter the ship and and the animation will still work. So that's good. So let's get into this. Let's get down to Area 18 again for the second time. Let's see what we get. Sell this stuff for. It's been a bit of a journey, this. It's been a couple of days.
How can I best help you today? Systems on.
Okay, let's find Area 18. Top. Bring it round. There it is. Let's go. I do like the hull air. Good ship. Okay. Let's find out where we're going.
Thank you, and please visit again.
Push to the side a bit. Get a view of it, and then we can go. Okay, now it's blue. Let's go. And away we go. So I'm gonna push this forward. Just gonna check the cargo. Yeah. I mean, that only looks like there's 10 boxes altogether. So yeah. I'm sure it said there was 17. Let's see it. There we go. Okay. Such a nice sight. That hull air, such a good looking ship. Okay, so I've pushed it forward as we've come into Area 18. I love those roads underneath. Cool. Pretty cool. My engines have been shut down. Autopilot. So I've come too close to the tower probably. So it's going to start pushing me back now. Yeah. There we go. So I'll have to go around the tower instead. Coming in there. And then let me have control. That's it, let's go forward. Okay, let's go around. Inside. Never had one where we go inside. I've always had to go into the floor. Oh, game crashed. The game's crashed. So let's see where this puts me when we come back on. Great. Give me he's parked me on the roof and give me a crime stat. So now I've got a crime stat. So this is the thing with this game. You try doing one thing and you get...
Complete. Have a pleasant stay.
You get 10 bloody side missions you've got to do. So they've took away my arms to storm privileges, so people can fire at me now. And I can't...
From landing at this facility.
Can't land. Well, let me land. Great. What am I going to do? What choices have I got? So what I need to do is hope somebody tries to come out of one of them.
From landing at this facility.
I need to basically have someone come out of one of them before I end up getting shot.
You are prohibited from landing at this facility.
Yeah, you've told me, I've got to decide what I want to do. See if I can see any doors or anything to get to. If I can see an open door, I can just land the ship, get it impounded or something. Pay a fine. Right, looks like somebody's underneath me. So someone might be coming out of this one. So cool. Let's just wait for this to open then. I do have to be careful that someone doesn't shoot me. So I've got this guy coming in now. This guy coming in now will probably see me as red. So he may end up shooting me. Which means then all my cargo's lost. So just gotta wait for this guy to come out here now. So that's an A2, so up in the sky. So see what he must be just doing his own thing. He looks like he's just not too bothered about me. So we're just gonna wait for this guy to open this bay here now. He might be a bit wary because he can probably see me outside it. There we go. Here he goes. Let's wait for him to start coming out. I want to get closer just in case. I don't want the doors to start shutting as he leaves. Actually, he's pointing straight up there. This is good. I can maybe slip in down the side of him here. Yes, there we go. So he goes. He's gone. I'll take his place, thank you. Boom. Right, so I'm going to get a fine here now. But because I've only got a 1 on my crime stat, I should be able to get to the...
Warning, you are blocking an active flight bay.
Yeah,
Please
just impound the
vacate
ship.
the vicinity.
So what I need to do is get to one of the kiosks to pay my fine. Once I pay my fine, that crime stat will go. All be good. All be good. Cargo's here, it's safe, so that's all that matters now.
Initiating ship storage procedure. For your safety, please vacate the area. Thank you for your cooperation.
Oh, you're alright. Leave the landing gear down. I don't think I put the landing gear down. So the landing gear's not even down. Oh!
Initiating ship storage procedure.
God's
For your
sake,
safety, please
Christopher!
vacate the area. Thank you for your cooperation.
Why'd you do this to me? So now I'm either going to die or I have to log out. I'm either going to end up in prison or GrimX. So it looks like I'm in GrimX, so great. Well, literally, I just want to go and sell some Quantanium. Crying out loud. A lot of dead bodies in there. I don't come to GrimX that much. Oh, man. Right, so what I need to do is go and pay my fine and then get myself back over to Area 18. So what I'll do is I'll pay my fine, get my ship, and then I'll push it on. There we go, at least there's a machine here I can pay my fine at. 16 grand because the game crashed on me. Let's pay the fine. Trespassing the first degree. Ugh. Right. Let's get in the lift, get my shit, and let's get out of this place. I just want to sell my cargo, please. It's been a long couple of days. All my friends always said to me, you know, before I do it right, I'm going to do it wrong. And this is what's going on here. These bloody crashes going on is caused me a lot of aggro.
Welcome to the
But I'm
aSOC
determined.
vehicle retrieval system.
So I'll see that. So my hull is still at Area 18. I've just got to pay the fine. But there's 11 minutes left on that. So by the time I get over there, that should be unimpounded. So I'm going to take the Pisces. I like the Pisces. One of my favourite ships.
Your
It's got some
insurance
good
claim
speed,
has
some
been set. Your
manoeuvrability
vehicle
to
has been
it.
moved to our storage facility.
It's such a good
Vehicle
ship to
selected.
buy.
Stand by to the aSOC vehicle retrieval system. Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location.
Okay, let's lift up the thing there. Let's go here. Get in there, guy. Yo, spinning in. Give him a salute. Yo, bro. He's gonna go and do his own thing. Better check though, make sure he doesn't follow me. Is he stripped off? He's stripped off. He got naked. Now he's doing a naked dance. See you later, mate. Have a good one. Right, let's get in this, get it started. Let's get back over to Area 18 and hopefully this time it lets me land without crashing. Let's do this.
Enfield Aerospace. All systems online.
Doesn't let me set the route, so I'll have to go outside before I can set that. Does that. Looks like there's an enemy outside there. Okay, let's do this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to come out the hangar and I'm going to push this on.
Landing gear raised.
So you don't have to see the travel time, basically. You'll just see me coming into land at Area 18. Probably for the 95th time or something like that. So here we go. Finally, we've got another landing bay this time. Let's go underneath. I'm not going to get caught out again and get dragged back a few feet. If that hadn't have happened, maybe I'd have got in before it crashed. And I wouldn't have got trespassing. So, here we go. Just landing here. Here we go. We're in. Boom. Doors closed behind me. Engine off.
Pleasant stay.
Will do, thank you. Let's go. I'm going to stay away from the lift this time. I've not been caught out by the lift killing me for a long time. For a good 4 months, 5 months maybe. And then that was the first time in that long it got me again. If that hadn't got me, I'd have been able to go and clear my crime stat, pay the fine. Put this ship away.
Hello, and welcome
And then let's head over to the main city.
Servicing the greater Area 18
Welcome
metropolitan
to the
area.
aSOC vehicle
We hope
retrieval
you have
system.
safe travels wherever
So there's the
you
hull
find
here,
yourself
so at least now we know that's here and that's safe, and I don't have to claim it. So my cargo's safe on that. Okay, let's do this. Let's get through the train system. See, as I come around here now, that's where the I could have paid my fine there. Better quickly check just to make sure. Oh, good.
For the latest travel information.
So yeah, that's where I could have paid my fine,
And arrival bonus.
and I'd have been fine. I'd have been all right. But it is what it is. It is what it is. Let's get to the train. The train's in. Let's get into it.
Tram now leaving the station.
Let's
Stand
go.
clear of the doors.
Dude stood on the benches. Ruffians. This is one of the cool train rides, this one. Yeah, we are passing the area now. So as we come around here, you end up passing. This section is where the you buy your ships and that. It's there, Astro Armada. Let's start loading in again.
Now arriving.
Hologram.
With convenient connection trams across all major commercial areas of Arcon.
So finally,
It's business travel.
we get into Area 18, the plaza, and now we just got to find the trade and development section, which I think is pretty much as soon as we get up through the plaza section. He's pretty much there right in front of us. Yeah, there it is. Right, and so we're going here and see what we can sell. See how much we made for 2 days' work. Even though mainly it was all learning, figuring it out, and I probably spent 500,000 on doing up the ship, and obviously the 2 million for the ship. So what we got? Sell. Hull here. So our total is going to be 163,800. We're going to sell it all for. So we made 163 grand on those 2 loads. Now I reckon I could do better and have more quantanium. So that obviously 163,000 of it is all from just the quantanium. The rest of it, the other 1,400 is from the other stuff. So that, yeah, probably wasn't worth mining. So there we are. So that's it, guys. We made 168 grand. Took me a couple of days, but I was learning, and I've got some more learning to do. There's a lot messing about getting it over here with 3 crashes and then getting a crime start and all of that palaver. But there we go. We hope you like this video, guys. I really enjoyed making this and actually learning mining. And thanks to dbDano for the money to buy the ship and that. Really did help out to be able to do this video. So yeah, we hope you liked it, guys. And myself and Kilthanis are about to put together some competition on a video to win maybe a Spirit C1 or something like that. So hit that like and subscribe button. namely the subscribe and bell notification for more videos as they drop, and for that one when we finalize what we're going to do, buying the C1 as a pledge, maybe with lifetime insurance, and then gifting that to somebody as a winner. We'll let you know when that video is out. If you hit that bell notification, you'll get notified of it when it does come out. So yeah, we hope you enjoyed that, guys. I did. And yeah, we'll see you out in the verse.